Good morning, hockey fans, and welcome to MC Media's continuing coverage of the 2016 Bantam AA Provincial Hockey Championships, coming to you live from the Yarmouth Mariners Centre in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. Our next match, a game between the Bedford Blues and host Yarmouth Mariners. It's a four-day tournament that goes through not a complete round robin. There are 7 teams in the tournament, 2 from each of the leagues: Central Nova, Central Minor, and Cape Breton. Our mainland Nova, Central Minor, and Cape Breton, and plus the host Yarmouth Mariners team. So far, we've had a busy schedule going forward. Yesterday, just a recap: Cape Breton County over Bedford, 1-0. Sackville over South Shore, 7-4. Western Valley and Yarmouth tied at 2-2. Bedford came back with a win, 5-2 over Glace Bay in our evening match. Early this morning at 8 o'clock, another 2-2 tie, this time between South Shore and Western Valley. So for Bedford, this is already game number 3 of 4 for them in this round robin. Yarmouth's second game. In the regular season standings, Bedford, once again from the Central Minor Hockey Federation or the City League. Over the regular season, Bedford came in second with 12 wins, 8 losses, and 4 ties. Through the playoffs, they came in second place with 5 wins and 3 losses, and that second place finish allowed them to go forward into this Hockey Nova Scotia Bantam AA Provincial Final. Provincial's a little bit different this year. Things have changed up. There aren't provincials at every level. There are only provincials in Midget AA, Bantam AA, and Pee Wee AAA, as Major Midget and Major Bantam have their own end of year. Every other division from A, AA, B, and C going down, or have a busy RBC Hockey Nova Scotia Day of Champions going on this weekend as well. Once again, Yarmouth, this is game 2 for Yarmouth. A 2-2 tie yesterday versus Western Valley. For Bedford, a 1-0 loss to Cape Breton County in the opening game of the tournament, coming back last night with a 5-2 victory over Glace Bay. Coaching staff for Bedford: head coach Paul Briffett, assistant coach John McDonald, assistant coach Jamie Stone, and goalie coach Alec Murphy. For the Yarmouth Mariners, head coach Paul McDonald, assistant coach John Greenwood, assistant coach Nick Bork, and manager Lisa Bouchard. Seeing the captains going by and shaking hands, and what is tradition for the captains and assistant captains to shake the hands of the opposing coaching staff, and we're about to get going here. There is no overtime, so as we've said, a couple tie games so far, and a tie is a tie. Lots of tie-breaking scenarios at play. Not everybody plays everyone. Teams were actually seeded and then put in a position based on their seeding. The seeding was based on the first 20 games of their regular season league schedule. So how each of these teams ended up doing in their first 20 games determined their seeding. As a result of that, Cape Breton County was the 1 seed, South Shore 2, Yarmouth 3, Western Valley 4, Glace Bay 5, Sackville 6, and Bedford 7. Because it was just within the leagues that the seedings occurred, that certainly doesn't give much emphasis on when these teams played outside of their leagues against each other in tournaments. And that's why we have the provincials. Yarmouth, the visiting team in white. They'll be going from right to left on your screen. Bedford Blues in blue, going from left to right. Matthew Yard, starting goaltender for Bedford, and for Yarmouth, number 29, Corey Renahan. About to get underway. Face-off controlled by Yarmouth. Surratt has it. Takes a look, cross-ice pass, not handled immediately. Bedford in forechecking. Coming back in is Pedvis. Pedvis taking off the puck. Surratt fighting for it, right into the slot. Back to the defense, a little bit sloppy there, a little quick with the puck, and Yarmouth able to come away with it. Bouchard gives it up to Surratt. Surratt over the shot, and a glove save by Yard. First great opportunity comes Yarmouth's way. Yard equal to the task. Clipped high off the boards, down the ice. And with 14:20 to go in the first period, we'll have our first whistle. And Yarmouth with the first opportunity. We'll see if we've got a replay of that. Face off to the left of yard, controlled by Bedford. Bedford breaking out, loses control of the puck at the blue line, and that stalls the breakout. Working back the other way now. That's Surratt with it. Check that. That's Nickerson firing it in deep. Yarmouth sending 3 deep for checking. They do come away with it. Got the puck in the corner, pass in front. The shot can't get it out of the skates of the Bedford defenders. That one never got through. Great opportunity. Couldn't capitalize. Coming back again. Wrist shot by number 17, Ethan Doucette, goes off a defender and into the corner. Back to Nickerson. Nickerson with a long wrist shot. Once again, off a Bedford player, and they'll break out. 2-on-1 coming this way now. That's Burden. Burden with the shot. Blocker save over the net. Rebound. Renahan didn't see that one right away as it went off of his arm, or his blocker went dangerously to his left. There was an open cage. Bedford unable to put it in. Coming back the other way, we have Stone. Stone chips it in and then goes to change. Goodick for Yarmouth. Having trouble with it. Goes cross ice. Weak pass. Bedford picks it up. There's a wrist shot off a stick into the mesh. Some good action here with Bedford swarming, but not able to actually get that shot on net. Face-off will be to the left of Cody Renahan. 13:05 remaining in the first period. Once again, we'd like to thank everyone for joining us on our live stream through MC Media. Goodick fires it around the boards. That's Warner with it now. Warner taken out hard to the middle. Yarmouth able to get control to the half board. Kept in though by Green. Green pinches at the line. Both teams fighting for it. Bedford able to keep it in. Goodick behind his own net. Around the boards to Darcy. Darcy picks it up. Cannot pick it up. Bedford once again coming in with a great opportunity. The swing, the pass, the deflection. Swiped at it. Couldn't get the shot on net again. This time it was the Yarmouth defenders getting in the way. That's Warner. Warner gets the puck up to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald coming up. Yarmouth with 3 people. Long lead pass to Darcy. Darcy has some room. Takes a wrist shot. Easily veered into the corner. Fitzgerald has it. Cycles it back down low. Down in the corner, Surratt. That's Greenwood, sorry. Greenwood fighting for it. He can't get it. Bedford whips it around the boards. Yarmouth's able to keep that in. That's Spencer Surratt. Now Bedford chipping it down the ice and going for a change, and that's just long enough for an icing with 11:51 to go in the first period. Shots on net, 2-2. Couple opportunities for both teams. One great shot on net and a really good save by Matthew Yard of Bedford. Some swarming opportunities for Bedford early, but unable to actually get that good, clear shot away that would indicate a dangerous situation. Back off to the point. That wrist shot goes harmlessly wide. Coming back the other way is Green. Green fires it around the boards. Held in by Surratt. Surratt tries to get it up to Goodick. Surratt's got it again. Has some room. Goes to the middle. Takes a wrist shot. That one kind of dipped at the end. Yard had to be careful with it. Able to steer that away. Barkhouse. Barkhouse gets it up to Bing. Yarmouth holds the line. Barkhouse goes back. Rung around the boards now, and that's Jardine, the captain. Jardine chips it forward. Now we've got Bing racing for it in the corner. He's by himself. Passes out front blindly. Nobody there catching up for Bedford. Yarmouth coming back the other way. That's Goodwin. Long slap shot. Right along the ice and steered aside. Whipping it around is Delano. Delano gets it back to Goodwin. Goodwin with another wrist shot. Traffic in front. Yarmouth strings away at it. Both teams push. Both teams shove. The puck stays out of the net. We'll see whether or not we have a couple penalties as a result of this or whether or not they're going to let them play early in the game. And that answer is let them play. They'll probably give everyone a bit of a warning. They're not going to want that to continue, those scrums in front of the net. The puck was loose for a while, Yarmouth banging away at it, but whenever you start banging away at a goaltender, it tends to draw a crowd. Face off the Yards right, controlled by Bedford. Bedford breaks out of their own end. That lead pass a little too far. Yarmouth coming back the other way. That's Doucette. Breaking back down is Green. Hard off the boards. Can't get it by the Yarmouth winger. Yarmouth in forechecking. There's a chance in front. Yarmouth loses control. Bedford clears the zone. Skating hard the other way is Stone. Stone's going to have a breakaway. The deke, the shot. Stick lifted, save made. Great opportunity. Good defensive work by Yarmouth. Good hustle by Stone for Bedford to get free and get that shot away. I'm sure he's going to say he was hooked. But the referee once again letting that one go. Yarmouth coming back the other way. Stuck in the skates. Can't find it. That's Greenwood. Bedford does get it to the blue line. Held in. Holding the line nice is Yarmouth. Coming back the other way is Stone once again. He goes to his right. Takes a wrist shot off the pads of Goodick. Pass in front. Nice quick deflection from it's like a quick pass from Stone. And they're congratulating each other. It was a really good opportunity. They'll try to get a number. And that number is number 12, Matthew Burden. And he was able to just one time a deflection, and Renahan had to be very careful with that one, but he was able to get down into that butterfly, make that save, and then gather up so there was no rebound. Yarmouth breaking out the other way, 9:31 to go here in the first period. That's dumped in by Darcy. Chasing is Fitzgerald, forecheck. Another hard check, this time by Greenwood. Pass in front, Fan. Back to the point. And Surratt couldn't keep that one in. Check that, that's Goodick. That's up to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald has it. Yarmouth breaking in the other way. The pass gets it over to Greenwood. Greenwood tries to pass it in front. Can't quite get there. Good defensive work by Bedford once again. Darcy whips it in deep. Yarmouth's been on for a little while. Defense been making a bit of a change, but the forwards have been on. Any type of quick counterattack, and Yarmouth will likely not be able to get back in time. Tegan Scott with a shot. That one goes harmlessly wide. Coming back the other way is Tyler Cook. Cook gets it to the point. Surratt keeps it in. Back behind the net. Whipped around to the point. Yarmouth once again keeps that in and chips it in deep. Yarmouth in forechecking. Ryan O'Donnell goes to the half board. Yarmouth coming out with it. They've got three men in the corner. The shot. The rebound. And another one that just goes wide. Great opportunity for Yarmouth. Unable to capitalize. Keeping the puck in and keeping that pressure on, though. Bedford finally able to get it into the neutral zone. Surratt with the puck. Going to look to counterattack right away. Gets to the blue line. Fires it in hard around the boards. Right up to the blue line again, and Yarmouth will dump it in again. To the point. Surratt goes to pinch. Can't get there in time. 2-on-1 opportunity. That's Delano. Delano with a wrist shot into the belly of goaltender Coney Renahan. Gobbles up the puck. Gives no rebound. 7:52 to go here in the first period. We're still with a scoreless tie. Shots on goal. Yarmouth 6. Bedford 5. Face-off will be to the left of goaltender Cody Renahan. Controlled by Bedford into the corner. That's Burden. Pass in front. Big save again. Bang, bang. That's Renahan making that save, making sure to close down that post on the short side and make that save. That one kind of snuck through a crowd, and I think it kind of surprised Renahan that it made it all the way to him. Doucette breaking out for Yarmouth, gets the blue line, chips it forward. He's got a man in front. Passes, can't quite get there. Doucette has it again. Good work. Yarmouth able to keep that in. Stick tangled up in a skate. Once again, the referee's letting them go. Nothing too egregious yet. Coming back the other way is Barkhouse. Barkhouse gets it to the point. Bedford will clear the zone. Cross ice pass. That's Bing. Bing gets it forward to Delano. Delano with a shot that goes wide. Kept in nicely by Barkhouse. Coming back again to Bedford. The backhand shot goes wide. Backhand by Ryan Ramey. Short side Ramey again, but he could not quite control that puck. Yarmouth thought they had it. Lost control in a dangerous spot. Lead pass up to Bouchard. Bouchard circles back to into his own net, goes behind his own net, stays with the puck. Backhand's going to clear the zone. Fired right back in, though, easily handled by Renahan. Tagging up is Bedford. Once again, the save. Big rebound again, though. Bedford with control behind the net. Spinning around is Burden. Burden, whenever he's on the ice, we seem to be calling his name. He has a nose for that puck. Yarmouth breaking out the other way. That's Fitzgerald with it. Fitzgerald tries to feather one towards the net to Darcy, just a little in front of him. Darcy picks it up behind the net. Goes to the point. That's Warner. Warner with a wrist shot. Makes it all the way. The rebound. Yarmouth digs at it into the pads of goaltender Matthew Yard. He was on his butt. Yarmouth needed control, able to put that upstairs. They were unable to do either. Yard able to gather that in between his pads. Get the whistle with 6:03 to go here in the first period. Face off to his left. Some good back and forth action. Face off. Both teams struggling at the half board for it. Big shot, gets through a crowd. Nicely handled by Yard. Dangerous pass right up through the middle, but it's handled. Burden gets a lead pass up to Ivanov. Just a little too far. Yarmouth tries to clear it out. They'll break out the other way. Nice move by Darcy to get away from two forecheckers. He's carrying the puck up. He has Fitzgerald with him. Takes a wrist shot and then peels off to change. Two of the Yarmouth people are changing. Off for the end of their shift. Good work forechecking though behind the net. That one's going to get out though. Greenwood. Greenwood tries to get it. It's picked off by Cook. Cook goes to his left. Still on his backhand. Nice position by the Yarmouth defender to take him out of the play on a nice diagonal. To the point. Fired back in by Bedford. That's Cook behind the net looking to get it. Reaches for it but misses it. Yarmouth can't clear it. At the boards, and they'll get it into neutral ice territory. Coming back the other way is Ivanov. Ivanov dumps it in. That's O'Donnell behind the net for Yarmouth. He'll go behind his own net and take a look. Off the glass, takes a weird bounce off the top of the board, part of the glass, and fires right back in. Dangerous play here. Good hustle by number 10, Ryan Warner, to get back and clear that. Bedford still with the play, though. Lots of room, lots of time. Cody Renahan still takes that, takes the face-off, takes the whistle, lets Yarmouth make those changes that they want to make. With 4:23 to go here in the first period, it remains a 0-0 tie. Shots on net, 8-7 in favor of the Yarmouth Mariners. Even on the scoreboard, even in the shots, and really pretty even in the scoring attempts. Yarmouth going hard the other way. That's McDonald going in for it. Bedford gets it up. Surratt pinches. Ill-advised as it's a 2-on-1 the other way. That's Delano. Delano has room. Takes a wrist shot. Scores! Low stick side. That all started with a pinch at the other end by Spencer Surratt. Didn't get there in time. Bedford was able to chip it forward. Delano had the 2-on-1. Yarmouth took away the cross-ice pass. Delano with a beautiful shot. Low to the stick side, just inside the post. And here we come. You see Delano coming down, takes his time, looks. You see the Yarmouth defender taking that pass away. The only option left for Delano was the shot. As a goaltender, that's exactly what you want your defenseman to do. Renahan had to play that puck, but the shot was just too good. Yarmouth behind their own net. Forecheck taken away from the puck. Bedford has it again. Coming back the other way, Max Nickerson gets it to the point. Held in, though, by Jacob Barkhouse. Coming back the other way is Jardine. Jardine with a wrist shot. It doesn't get through. Goes behind him. Back to Barkhouse. Barkhouse with a slap shot. Off of a stick. Goes wide the other way. Wrist shot off the Yarmouth pads. This is Max Nickerson that got in front of that one. Back to the side wall. Both teams looking for it. Bedford does come away with it. Nice move to get in front. This could be dangerous. Both teams fighting for it. Once again, Bedford comes away to the point. Wrist shot off the Yarmouth defender. This time is number 14, Ian Fitzgerald, getting in the way. Yarmouth able to break. Darcy coming out with it now. He goes wide to his left. He's got a player coming with him. Stops, turns, looks, gets it into the corner. Not much happened with that, though. Bedford coming back the other way. Jacob Barkhouse with it. clears the zone, into the skates of Yarmouth, fired back in. Both teams making some changes. Tyler Goodick with it. Goodick goes off the boards hard. He's going to get it right back. D to D. Lead pass picked off nicely by Bedford. Breaking back the other way with numbers. Goodick tries to swing at it, swings again and gets it this time. Surratt, this time Justin Surratt, flips it over to Olsen, who dumps it in. Yarmouth forechecking. Held in at the point. That shot can't get through. In the slot, the shot! Yard looked around. He wasn't sure where it was, but he did indeed have it in the chest protector above the pads, able to keep that one in, take away the rebound, and get the whistle. 2:08 to go in the first period. The score remains the Bedford Blues 1, Yarmouth Mariners no score. Yarmouth controls the face-off. Nice move to get some room. Quick shot. Pad saved by Yard. Quick right pad to get that out there. Great scoring opportunity for Yarmouth right in the slot. Another one. This time we've got a penalty. And that penalty is a slashing penalty. And the slashing penalty against Yarmouth taking away another scoring opportunity. Number 13, Ryan O'Donnell. 2 minutes for slashing. So with a little under 2 minutes to go here in the first period, a golden opportunity for the Bedford Blues to extend this lead 2-0. Yarmouth certainly does not want to go, doesn't want to end the period on a note of being down 2 goals, and they'll have to come up big in the penalty kill. Special teams always big in all of these games. Who can take advantage of them? Who can kill the penalties? And this is our first penalty of the game. Bedford controls the line, stops, gets it to the point. Yarmouth going the other way. Could have been a quick break. Not quite hard enough, though. As number 15, Leon Bouchard, wasn't going to outskate both Bedford players. Bedford has the puck in their own end. Goes behind. Nobody really on the wall looking for that pass. They do come away with it, though. Easily picked up by Taylor Goodick, who fires it down the ice to kill some more time. Bedford taking the time behind their own net. Lead pass just a little too far. That's going to get all the way back to Scott. Scott fires it right back. Ping pong hockey. Back and forth we go. Once again, Bedford behind their own net. They will go off the half wall. Bad reception again there. Scott has it again. Scott finds some open ice and gets it back into the Bedford zone. 45 seconds remaining in the period. A little more than that. The penalty. Here's a wrist shot. That one's high. Rebound. Great stick by Spencer Surratt. He took the goal away because it was a wide open net for number 8, Jack Bing. Surratt in the corner fighting for it. Bedford comes away with it. Both teams scrambling. Puck in front. Bedford comes away with the shot. Rebound. Another save. 2 saves by Renahan. 23 seconds. Goes back to the point. Wrist shot through a crowd. It's wide. Coming back the other way. Gets it off to Ivanov. Into the corner. Bedford has the puck again. Quick pass in front. Yarmouth has it momentarily. Finds some open ice. And just gets it outside the blue line. Fired right back in. That should be just about enough to end this first period. And as if I was watching the clock, there's the horn. So we have a quick break here. The ice is being done between the second and third periods. Our score after one complete, Bedford Blues 1, Yarmouth Mariners no score. Once again, we'd like to thank everyone for joining us on our live stream through MC Media of this Hockey Nova Scotia's 2016 Bantam AA Provincial Hockey Championships, coming to you live from the Yarmouth Mariner Center in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. I'm going to take a quick break and we'll be with you at the start of the second period. Welcome back, hockey fans. We're about to start period 2 of this, our latest game of a full 4-day schedule of the Bantam AA Provincial Championships. Bedford Blues 1, Yarmouth Mariners no score at the beginning. Bedford still with 5 seconds left on the power play. Yarmouth looking to kill off that 5 seconds, and that shot right down the ice will do just that. Teams are at even strength right now. Bedford comes away with it, breaking up their own end, and that is Jardine. Jardine chips it forward. Gets it up to Delano. Delano goes to his right, stops, loses control, but there's a nice shot and a save, the rebound to score! Jardine, Johnny on the spot. Renahan had that first save, couldn't control the rebound, bounced off to his right into the waiting stick of Captain Jardine, Scott Jardine, who's able to put that one in the net. You can see it here as the replay. There's the quick shot off of the arm and glove, goes right into the net, and Jardine, Johnny on the spot, able to put that into the empty net. Yarmouth with a bit of a hole. They were able to kill off that power play, but now they'll have to get back into this game. Still plenty of time. Big hard slap shot there by number 3, Taylor Gooddick, handled easily by Yard. Coming back the other way is Scott. Scott has it off the boards. Yarmouth does come away with it. Going hard. Taken out of the play, though, is Ethan Olson. Following up, Justin Surratt. Surratt has it. Cycles it back low. Well played by Bedford. They'll come away with the puck. That's Burden. Burden chips it up to Ramey. Back to Burden. Burden with a nice soft pass up the boards. Wrist shot goes off the Yarmouth defense, off of a leg as the puck went through. You could see that Renahan was going into the butterfly and able to make that save, but then the deflection just veered right into the open top side glove. No real chance there for Renahan. It's one of those shots the defensemen are going back to apologize right now. As you can see, here's the shot, and it just flutters into the open glove side. 3-0 Bedford. If Yarmouth thought the hole was deep, it just got a little deeper. 13:48 to go here in the second period, and Yarmouth needs to create some scoring opportunities. They come in. Shot does not get on net, though. That was Stone with the goal, assist from Burden. That nice chip pass, that was a good breakout pass out of his own end. Yarmouth coming back is Bouchard. Bouchard taken out of the play. Bedford comes the other way. Chipped forward. Bedford coming back. That's not going to make it in. Back into the neutral zone. Bedford looking to chip it in. Can't get it too far. Yarmouth comes up, has some room. Here's a quick hard wrist shot. Just high. Max Nickerson with a solid shot, but over the net. Bedford has the puck. Forechecking by Yarmouth. That gets to the high off the boards. Thought it might have hit somebody on the bench. No whistle, though. Lots of room on the other side. All by himself over there was number 4, Zach Darcy, but nobody saw him. Yarmouth still with the puck, though. Ethan Doucette has it. Lagging it. Circles. Gets it behind the net to Darcy. Darcy gets it, takes a look. He loses control. Yarmouth forechecking, but not able to actually come out of that cycle with a good shot on net. Held in at the point, though, by Max Nickerson. In deep again. Going in forward is Ivanov. Ivanov over to Murphy. Gets it to the point. Yarmouth able to keep that in momentarily. Yarmouth breaks back in. That's Greenwood avoiding a check. 1-on-3, though. Great defensive work there by Bedford. Surrounding Greenwood. He has the puck again, though. Into the corner to the point. Cross ice pass to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald doesn't have any shooting lane, so he just dumps it in. Yarmouth tries to cycle around. Once again, good defensive work behind their own net, Bedford. Warner fires it towards the net. Goes off of a couple bodies, but nowhere near the goaltender. Coming back the other way, skating hard forward is Jardine. Can't get there in time as Yarmouth able to get it into the neutral zone. Fired back the other way by Murphy. That one's just wide. Goes through the crease, so I guess no icing. I guess it was deflected on the way, and that's why. I didn't think, because the crease isn't the thing, right? It's nice to have those officials that aren't working this game sitting right beside you so they can kind of mime to you what actually happened with their much younger eyes. Face off to the left of goaltender Yard. Long, hard slap shot, but that goes off of the body, off of a leg into the corner. Bedford unable to get the puck under their own end. Yarmouth controlling some play here, but unable to actually get some good shots on net. Spencer Surratt back into his own end, goes behind his own net, taking a look. Lead pass, just gets by. That's Goodick that's able to chip it forward. That's as far as the breakout goes. Burden chips it in. Skating back in for Yarmouth is Goodwin. Goodwin stops, tries to get it to Justin Surratt. Can't quite get it out. They do now, though, 2-on-2. Caught in the skates and can't go any farther. That one's chipped forward. No icing on that. Justin Goodwin gets it. Taken out of the play. Good forechecking there by Bedford. Coming in late is Justin Surratt, who ends up taking the worst of his thrown check. Has it again, though. And we have a penalty. It is a slashing penalty to number 11, Ryan Ramey. So Yarmouth with a great opportunity with 10:21 to go here in the second period to get back into this game. In a hole, down 3-0. Out shooting, or being outshot 13-11. Once again, a good portion of the second period, Yarmouth with a lot of control in the Bedford end, but not a lot of actual scoring opportunities or shots on net. Now with the 5-on-4 opportunity, they've got that extra skater. Let's see what they can do with it. Breaking out of their own end, 1-on-3, getting the blue line, hard wrist shot, following it up is Ethan Doucette. He's in the corner, still has it behind the net, takes a look, has a man in front, tries to squeak it forward, can't get it, to the blue line and out. There was somebody in the deep slot, but nobody really close to the goaltender. Doucette comes back the other way, fights off a check, to the blue line, Nickerson can't quite keep it in. Circles around, and we've got an offside as Nickerson couldn't wait for the Yarmouth player to tag up. Yarmouth making a change at the same time. 1:19 to go in the power play, 9:39 to go in the second period. We'd like to thank everyone for joining us for the 2016 Bantam AA Hockey Provincials, coming to you live from Yarmouth, Nova Scotia at the Yarmouth Mariners Centre, brought to you by MC Media. Yarmouth on the power play now, 1:10 to go in the power play. Lagging the puck behind the net, coming away with it is Ian Fitzgerald on the other side. He tries to go back behind the net, gets to Warner. Warner goes cross ice, one-timer. Nicely stopped by number 10, Connor Stone. Check it, that's 19, Tyler Cook. Yarmouth coming in again, gets in. Greenwood cuts to the middle, tries to go back the other way. Pass in front, right up the middle. Held in there by Goodick. Both Yarmouth players going for it. Yarmouth coach yelling for interference. I could hear it through my headset. Back to the point, one-timer. Nobody in front of the net for any type of screen or deflection. And that puck easily handled by Yard. Yarmouth with the puck behind the net. Both teams fighting for it. Referee wants them to move it. Shorthand, tried to squeeze it in that short side. Unfortunately, lost an edge. Slap shot off of a skate, harmlessly wide. That one might have stung. Darcy with the puck behind the net. Looking for the give and go. Can't quite get it back. Yarmouth still has it. Once again, good opportunity for Yarmouth. Good control of play. The penalty now over. Slap shot. That one gets all the way through. Blocker saved by Yard. Yarmouth still with the puck. Cycled it down to Darcy. Darcy lets it go to Fitzgerald. Back to Darcy. Darcy looks. Back to the point. Good stick work. Good active stick there by Bedford. Unable to clear the zone immediately, though. Yarmouth keeps it in. Once again, a lot of good possession, but only a handful of shots. I mean, that the other way is O'Donnell. O'Donnell can't quite reach it. Skating hard forward is Justin Surratt. He'll curl away from the check. Still has it. More players come in. It's a scrum. Yarmouth coming away with it. Ryan O'Donnell tries to get it around the boards, gets it up to Spencer Surratt. Surratt can't keep it in. Bedford able to clear, and they'll probably look to make some changes. Coming back the other way, Yarmouth a long lead pass. That one was telegraphed and easily dumped right back in by Bedford. Spencer Surratt with it. Surratt loses control, takes the check, takes another check. Yarmouth still does come away with it after all that, though. Unable to handle the pass at the boards, though, is number 13, Ryan O'Donnell. Surratt comes away the other way. He has some ice, chips it forward, gets into the linesman's skates, and doesn't go any further. Surratt can't get by that Bedford Bing. Being able there, and we're going to have a definitely a interference call against Yarmouth. Man in front, one-timer, big save, half fan, unfortunately, for Bedford. A great opportunity, and we are likely going to have an interference call against Yarmouth. It is indeed an interference call, and it is against number 13, Ryan O'Donnell. So with 6:39 to go here in the second period, a great opportunity to actually change the flow of the game for Bedford. Despite a couple goals being scored, here in the later moments, Yarmouth has been all over Bedford, although not able to score or really get a lot of great opportunities. This is a chance for Bedford to actually turn the tide from a possession standpoint. Yarmouth comes away with a great forecheck, though, early in this power play, or in this PK for them. But Bedford able to regroup and gain the puck. To the blue line, stopped up there by Bouchard. Bouchard chips it right back in. Going back forward is Green. Green, a little confusion with Yard, but does come away with it. Yarmouth sends one in. Lead pass to Burden. Burden just gets it back to his defense, cross ice. Tried to chip it in, finally they do. They'll send 2-1 forechecker. Yarmouth hard against the boards. Green's going to stop that at the point. Has some time, takes a shot, goes off a Yarmouth player. Coming back is Bouchard. Bouchard 1-on-2, tries to go to the middle. Still has it. Yarmouth picks up the trailing puck. The wrist shot. Bouchard for the rebound, not there. Yard able to gobble that up. Great opportunity shorthanded for Yarmouth. Needed opportunity shorthanded for Yarmouth as they're still looking to get their first goal. 57 seconds left in the power play, 5:36 to go here in the second period. They will clean the ice between the second and third periods. Face off deep in the Bedford zone. Great individual effort there by Bouchard, first blocking the puck and then trying to fight off two checkers in order to get a shot off. A little bit sloppy defensive work there by Bedford. And that's number 8, Jack Bing, I believe, that was looking to poke it behind the net. Instead, poked it right towards his goaltender. Yard quickly covered it up, said, better be safe, take the face-off again. Bedford wins the face-off, but the first back there is Ethan Doucette. Ethan looking to kill some time, taking off the puck nicely by Bedford. He tries to chase the other way to gain possession. Bedford will come away with it, but only after some valuable seconds ticking away and some good forechecking by Doucette. Gets to the point. Darcy should have had that one. Goes off of his stick, and Bedford gets it. They'll break out the other way. Hicks able to just chip it forward. He'll forecheck. Comes away with the puck. Gets it in the corner, pass in front. Good opportunity. That one goes well wide, and that was Cook with that shot. Yarmouth will come away with it. There's open ice. Just too good stick once again by Bedford to keep that from going all the way down the ice. Less than 10 seconds to go here in the power play. Spinning away from the forechecking is Ryan Warner. Off the boards to center, and that will end the power play. Yarmouth with another body there, unable to take advantage. They'll have to check up quickly. Not quite quick enough. Darcy didn't realize Yarmouth had the puck, and by the time he did realize it and put on the afterburners, it was too late. Yarmouth very lucky there. One of their players that was changing did play the puck, and during the change, sometimes we see that called with too many men on the ice. There certainly were too many men on the ice when the Yarmouth player touched the puck. Coming back the other way is Surratt. Surratt chips it in deep. Gets it over to Greenwood. Both teams fighting for it. Bedford comes away with it. Chip it behind their own end. That's Ivanov with it. Ivanov stops, looks for that open ice. Nice lead pass, and we've got a breakaway. Just a little ahead of the player, though, and Renahan clears it away. Yarmouth sloppy at their own blue line, giving the puck up. Bedford comes back the other way, taking off the puck. Good defensive work. Yarmouth coming back. That's Greenwood goes to his right, stops, cuts back, has a man in front, tries to find that man, broken up nicely by the Bedford defender. Murphy goes hard to his left, tries to go through, taking off the puck. Getting is Justin Goodwin. Goodwin gets it up to Justin Surratt. Surratt, lead pass to Olsen. Olsen stops, tries to take a wrist shot, has a stick, and can't get the pass away, get the shot away. Bedford coming back the other way now. 2-on-2, lead to Burden. Burden will get in there first. Taking off the puck. That one dangerously off the defenseman, Max Nickerson, but able to get it behind the net. Cycles himself away from the checker, but then the lead pass, not there. Oh, Burden tries to deflect it, but Renhan able to keep the pad, get the pad down. Cross ice pass, just a little in front of Goodick. Goodick still racing for it. Bedford looks to clear it high off the glass, goes a little too high into the screen. Face-off will be deep in the Bedford zone. 2.5 minutes to go in the second period. Shots on goal, Yarmouth 15, Bedford 13. But more important than that, the goals, Bedford 3, Yarmouth no score. Yarmouth unable to solve Matthew Yard yet. Wrist shot, fans, still looking for the puck. Yarmouth does come away with it. That's McDonald. McDonald has his points, goes back to the point, slap shot, not much on that, but the rebound right there, Ethan Doucette. Great work by Yard to get that stick there at the same time and come away with the save. One of the best opportunities Yarmouth's had, and certainly the best one they've had in this period. Once again, good forechecking by Yarmouth, able to get the puck into the Bedford zone. Can't keep the zone. Tagging up is Yarmouth, and they'll break back in. Couldn't find the puck. Back to Bedford. Bedford goes D to D. Good crisp pass, but just in front. Burden's not going to. Burden's going to take the angle instead. Has it? There's the wraparound. Great play there by Burden. Reading the play, knowing where to be, knowing where the Yarmouth player was going to go with it, and almost able to squeeze a wraparound into the short side. We've got a check as Spencer Surratt, I believe, with that check against Burden, and based on the size, I bet it's going to be head contact. It is. Whenever we have two different size people, and in that case, Spencer Surratt, one of the tallest players on the Yarmouth team, and Matthew Burden, not one of the tallest players on the Bedford team. A lot of time that ends up with head contact. You have to be very careful when you're the taller player, and head contact means a 4-minute penalty. So with 1:15 to go here in the second period, a golden opportunity for Bedford to really put Yarmouth in a deeper hole. Face-off just outside the blue line on the Yarmouth side of the ice. Yarmouth able to control the face-off and get it into the Bedford end. They'll send one in. There's Yarmouth still offside. They do tag up. Bedford has it now. Bedford gets it off to Ivanov. They lose control. Yarmouth comes the other way. Going hard is Greenwood. Greenwood all by himself, though, just chips it in. Chases after it. Does get there, fights through some checks, has a man in front, doesn't see him, ties the wraparound through the short side, just goes wide. Good work there by number 7, Jude Greenwood. Coming back the other way is Bedford. Max Nickerson's going to get there first. Less than 30 seconds to go. Nickerson finds the open ice, flips it down. Yarmouth skating after is Ryan O'Donnell. Yard plays it harmlessly off the boards to his own player, and now Bedford comes away with numbers. Yarmouth chasing back. Standing number 2, Green up at the blue line is Yarmouth. They have it again, looking for the open ice. Off the glass. Yarmouth still going to get there first and get it into the neutral zone. With 2 seconds to go, that will end the period. Bedford will start the third period with another 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go on the power play. At the end of 2 complete, the Bedford Blues 3, the Yarmouth Mariners no score. They'll clean the ice, and we'll take this opportunity to thank once again everyone for joining our web stream through MC Media. for this Hockey Nova Scotia's 2016 Bantam AA Provincial Championship, coming to you from the Yarmouth Mariner Centre in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. And we'll see you at the beginning of the third period. Welcome back, hockey fans. We're about to start the third period of our continuing coverage of the 2016 Bantam AA Hockey Provincials, coming to you through MC Media from Yarmouth, Nova Scotia at the Yarmouth Mariner Centre. Here at the beginning of the third period, we've got Bedford ahead 3-0, and they've got a 2-minute and 45-second power play continuing here into the third period. Yarmouth a little slow getting out of the dressing room. Bedford was waiting for them. The referees were blowing whistles. Yarmouth needs to dig themselves out of this hole, but before that, they need to kill off this power play. Bing fires it in deep. It goes to a nice fresh ice, and be interesting to see how both teams handle that. After two periods, the ice slows down a little bit. When you've got this nice fresh coat, it can certainly change things. Bing with the puck, takes his time, takes a slap shot. That one goes off number 13, Ryan O'Donnell. Held in, though. Jardine with it. Jardine stops, takes the wrist shot off the blocker. Hit away, both the Yarmouth defense and the goaltender looking to get it, and they do finally clear it away from danger. Nice initial save there by goaltender Cody Renahan. Shots on goal right now all even at 15 apiece. That one goes hard, slapped hard back in by number 13, Ryan O'Donnell. He'll change. First half of the 4-minute head contact penalty now killed off. Into the second 2-minute stretch of it now. Jardine weaves his way through the neutral zone, gains ice, goes to the middle. The wrist shot, good stick there by number 8, Ethan Olson, able to veer that shot harmlessly into the corner. Back to the point, into the corner. Some numbers, pass in front. Nobody can find the puck. It's there sitting beautifully for somebody to find. Yarmouth able to get there first and fire the puck down the ice. 1:15 to go in this power play. That's Burden with it. Burden will cycle back. Goes cross ice. He might get a return pass. He does. He chips it forward. Stone fires it in. Renahan can't quite gather that in. Finally does. That one was a bit tricky as it was a nice easy wrist shot, but he did not gather that in easily and dives out. And once you make the decision to dive out like that, go for the puck, you better get it. Because you are definitely out of the crease. Face off to his right, controlled by Yarmouth, but Bedford able to forecheck and get the puck. Both teams going for it. That's Burden in the corner. He'll stop, take his time. Gets it back to the point to Murphy. Murphy with a slap shot. That goes off a Yarmouth player. Another Murphy with a shot. This time it's Kieran Murphy, and that one goes wide. Kieran Murphy has it now. Cross ice. Back to Kieran. Kieran gets it up to Stone. Stone with a lead pass. Yarmouth able to gather that in as Nickerson has it. Takes a look off of the glass and down. Yarmouth with a one-on-one opportunity here for Fitzgerald. Weak side shot. Tries to go short side. Yard equal to the task. But with 15 seconds to go in the power play, Yarmouth getting what they want, at least initially, in the first 2.5 minutes of this third period. And that's not let in that early power play goal by Bedford and go into an even deeper hole. Next is actually solving goaltender Matthew Yard. Face off the Yard's left. Yarmouth comes away with it. Quick wrist shot. Easily steered aside by Yard. That one goes in front of everyone. That's going to go all the way down the ice and be an icing with 4 seconds to go in the power play. 12:19 to go in the game. Our score remains Bedford Blues 3, Yarmouth Mariners no score. Face-off will be to the right of goaltender Matthew Yard. Puck controlled by Bedford. They'll break out of the zone. Now the power play is over. Even strength right now. Yarmouth almost going straight back into the box with that. Yarmouth has control now. Goodwin with it. Goodwin gets it off to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald gets it up to Darcy. Darcy has some room. Goes hard to his left. Taken off the play, though, nicely by Murphy. Puck's going to go to the point. Number 18, Justin Goodwin gets it in, but then it's chipped out. Surratt loses an edge. Oh, does get there in time, though. Bedford's going to have to tag up. Cook doesn't do that. Yarmouth clears the zone anyway. Back to Ivanoff. Ivanoff up to Hicks. Hicks loses control, and Yarmouth coming back the other way. Good forechecking there. Coming back hard is Bedford, number 12, Matthew Burden. Sorry, check that. That's 16, Ben Hicks again. He'll get the puck to the side of the net. Hicks again behind the net. Hicks coming alive on this possession. Yarmouth does control the puck, gets it into the center ice zone. That's number 2, Justin Surratt. Surratt takes a wrist shot, goes off of defenseman Barkhouse's skate, harmlessly into the corner. Once again, fired along the side of the ice, side of the boards. Warner with the puck. No shooting lane, just dumps it in deep. Chasing after it, Ryan O'Donnell. O'Donnell has the puck behind the Bedford net, only momentarily. Back to Warner. Warner with the wrist shot, tries to get it towards the net. Yarmouth does get control. Tries the pass back to the point, blindly looking though. Bedford there easily picking up number 17, Captain Scott Jardine, in place where he should be as a winger covering the point. Slap shot from the point. That one just goes wide. A lot on that one. Hard and low, just wide. Ramey down behind his own net. Yarmouth forechecking. Ramey still comes away with it. Off the boards. Yarmouth looking to chip it in deep. Both teams fighting for it. Lots of players there. Bedford comes away with it. They should clear the zone. Hard check. Able to get it out though. Coming back the other way is Goodick. Goodick has some room. Goes to the middle. Takes a wrist shot. Pad save. That lower blocker's pad has been very active for Yard in this game, and he's made save after save. Bedford's going to clear the zone though. Up to the neutral zone. They have numbers 3-on-2. That's Stone. Stone goes to the middle to Burden. Burden can't quite control the pass. Deflects it towards the net. Cody Renahan able to gobble that up, control the puck, freeze the puck with 9:34 to go here in the last period, in period number 3. Shots on net, 18-17 in favor of Bedford Blues. Time is on Bedford's side, but not on Yarmouth's. They don't need to get goals right away, but at this point in the game, they need to start chipping away if they want to get back into this game. That's Goodwin. Goodwin goes cross ice. Lead pass well in front of number 4, Zach Darcy, and it's going to go all the way down the ice for an icing. Max Nickerson a little long with that pass, and it was in front of everyone and made it all the way down. Face-off will come back into his end to the right of goaltender Cody Renahan. 9:16 to go here in the third period. Yarmouth controls the face-off, gets it back behind their own net. Going around the wall. Taken hard out of the play is number 7, June Greenwood. Check, that's 4, Zach Darcy. I think he felt that one. Yep, he did. He's kind of bent over. Lead pass. Bedford able to momentarily hold the line. That's Greenwood coming the other way. Pinching up is Goodwin. Nice move in the middle by Nickerson. Nickerson has some room. Back pass, gets it off to Justin Surratt. Surratt gets it in deep. Back to Nickerson. Nickerson gets it behind the net. Here's the pass. Nobody there. Back to the point. Justin Surratt chips it in deep. Ian Fitzgerald goes in after it. He won't get there in time. Bedford does have it. Having trouble controlling it though. Whipped around the boards. That's off to Ivanoff. Once again, high off the boards, and this time Bedford should get it out. They've got lots of room as Yarmouth's making the change. Nice lead pass to Hicks. Hicks tries to dangle and get around the Yarmouth defender. Can't quite do it. Yarmouth breaking back the other way with the counterattack in the skates. Couldn't control it. Goodwin with a check potentially from behind. No call. Hicks with a wrist shot off the Yarmouth defender's shin pad. Now we have a penalty. And it is once again head contact, and it might be against the goaltender. Waiting to see who's going in the box. We've got head contact. I believe it is against the goaltender, as the blue Bedford player skated into him, and he probably took a shot. Number 13, Ryan O'Donnell, going in to serve the penalty, but I believe that penalty is actually on number 29, Cody Renahan. 4 minutes with 7:45 to play. Yarmouth taking a 4-minute penalty. This does not bode well for their chances of getting back in this game. Pass in front, the quick shot, just wide. 17, Jardine with a great opportunity. Went upstairs, couldn't quite put that in the open cage. Yarmouth going for it, another great opportunity. Good quick stick, the shot, the save. Renahan didn't have any idea where it was. Does make the save, and I believe we've got some penalties again. The scrum after the fact. The referee lost sight of the puck, blew the whistle. And it was indeed a headshot on the goaltender. This one now is number 8, Jack Bing, going in for 4 minutes. So once again, another head contact. So we've got a lot of 4-on-4 hockey. Lots of room. Now the question is, who has some gas in the tank late in the game? Breaking out for Yarmouth is Goodwin. Goodwin with the lead pass. Gets it up. Yarmouth behind the net, taking a look. Bedford does come away with it, though, and are able to clear the zone. Once again, there's lots of room out there. High shot, nice glove save by Renahan. A couple players run into each other. That's 15 Bouchard and 4 Barkhouse. 6:55 to go here in the third period. Bedford Blues 3, Yarmouth Mariners no score. Face off to the right in the Yarmouth zone to the right of goaltender Cody Renahan. Yarmouth controls the face-off. Gets the puck. I don't think we'll see Bedford looking to chase too much here. They probably won't go too deep. They are backing off. Time is definitely on their side with a 3-goal lead. Picking his way through the players, though, is Ethan Doucette. He stops, gets it into Greenwood. Greenwood has the puck. Stops, circles around, has some room. That's going to be a tripping penalty or hooking penalty on Bedford. And it is indeed a tripping penalty. Good move by Greenwood to cycle away and circle away from that check. Was able to get himself in a good scoring position. As a result, number 4, Jacob Barkhouse, gets that stick entangled in Greenwood's legs, trips him. So Yarmouth with a 4-on-3 opportunity for 2 minutes with 6:27 to go here in the third period. Lots of ice, lots of opportunity, but first they need to control the puck. They don't. And number 19, Tegan Scott, unable to keep that puck in at the blue line. Lots of ice, though. Scott loses control. Little sloppy there at his own end. He's going to go off. Coming in the other way is Surratt. Surratt, blind pass in front, nobody there. Little difficult here is the 4-on-3 not something everyone practices. So even when you're on a power play, you're used to 5 bodies on the ice. You're used to knowing where those bodies are going to be. You can't just blindly throw something out in front with 4 men on the ice because there's a chance that could be where the body isn't. Quick wrist shot, nice pad save. This time it's the left pad of Yard. Yarmouth player loses the stick, goes back and gets it. Yarmouth still controlling the puck, though. Lots of room. Two players at the point. They go cross ice. That's Surratt with it. He has trouble controlling the puck. Gets it into the corner, back to Surratt. In his skates. It's like slow motion right now. Not a lot of opportunity. There is some motion in front, though, and that one goes off a leg, harmless, into the corner. Ethan Doucette has it. Chips it back into the corner. That's number 7, June Greenwood with it. He's knocked down, and Bedford comes away with it, has lots of time. Finds the open ice, easily putting it down there. Some of our first penalties will be ending soon. 31 seconds to go in this power play for Yarmouth. Lead pass, chipped in. 4-on-3 should be lots of ice. Nickerson is able to get there, pass in front. Burden with it. Burden has the room, finds the shooting zone, chips it off of the boards and down the ice. Only 10 seconds to go in the power play for Yarmouth, and we're back to 4-on-4 hockey. Breaking out the other way is Darcy. Darcy has it, almost loses it, does it. Burden finds it again, fires it down the ice. It's 4-on-4 hockey. That could be icing. That should be icing. That wasn't icing. Late call. And the referee noticing that indeed it was 4-on-4 hockey and that should have been an icing call. Now explaining why he did that to the Bedford coach. Bedford coach shaking his head, nodding in agreement. Face-off will come all the way down. 4-on-4 hockey for another 32 seconds. Only 4:17 to go in the game. Yarmouth still unable to crack Matthew Yard's solid net keeping for Bedford. Yarmouth behind the net. Back to the point. Got room. The shot goes through a crowd. Can't quite get through. Goodick pinches in from the blue line. Keeps the puck in. Bedford does come away with it. Goes back to the point. Good work there by Surratt. Justin Surratt this time. Bedford comes away. Cycles. Looks. Finds the open ice. That one's going to go all the way down the ice, and that's going to be another icing call against Bedford. Actually, this one probably shouldn't be because now Yarmouth's on the power play. Now that could have ended though right before the clearing. However you look at this, for the next 24 seconds, Yarmouth will have a 5-on-4 power play. To say that Yarmouth needs to actually put the puck in the net is an understatement at this stage of the game. Back to the point to Goodwin. Goodwin has time. Quick one-timer. Nice pass to Ethan Doucette, who could not find the puck on that one-timer. Back to the point. Wrist shot through a crowd that goes off a body, I think, and into the corner. Good work by Yarmouth on this power play. Penalty is over. One-timer from the point. The shot. Once again, Matthew Yard able to get the glove, a piece of the glove on it. It goes off the glove, curls up, and lands on top of the net. It couldn't get much closer for Yarmouth, but they still could not solve the puzzle that is Matthew Yard. 3:15 to go here in the third period. Face off to Yard's left. Yarmouth controlling a lot of play, but really just with a handful of great scoring opportunities, and Yard has been equal to the task in every sense. Spencer Surratt with the slap shot. That goes well wide. Comes up the other way to Nickerson. Nickerson gets it behind the net, looking for Greenwood. Back to the point. Wrist shot through a crowd. Can't quite get to the goaltender. Once again, Yarmouth controls. Nice work by Scott. Scott with a wrist shot. Deflected. Yarmouth right there. Once again, Yard. And finally, after Yard made an incredible stop on a rebound, he was stretched out of place. Yarmouth was able to bang the second rebound in and able to score a goal. With 2:48 to go, the Yarmouth crowd comes alive. Still a very big hole with 2:48 to go, though. Getting that puck to the net can be all important. You never can tell when it's going to go off a body and where it's going to go after that. Yarmouth celebrating the goal. You see on the replay there. But with 2:48, they need to get right back into that end if they're looking to make a game of this. Surratt dumps it in deep. And it's Zach Darcy with the goal. Bedford coming back the other way. That's number 10, Connor Stone, with the shot, handled by Renahan, who hasn't had some work here in a little while. He's going to have to be busy, or be careful. Yarmouth comes away with a loose puck in front of the net, looking to clear it, get it to the neutral zone. Skating back forward is Barkhouse. Barkhouse goes high off the glass. Coming back the other way is Goodwin. Goodwin loses control, and Bedford fires it deep into the Yarmouth zone. Nickerson with it. Nickerson loses it. Nickerson goes back and finds it again. Yarmouth does have control. 2 minutes to go in the game. Goodwin didn't make that move quite quick enough, was unable to get by the Bedford forecheckers, and it's fired right back in, no icing. Yarmouth there first. Taken out of the play nicely, though, by the forechecking Bedford player, and that was Stone once again. Yarmouth cycles away from that forecheck. They have some numbers. What do they have left in the tank with 1:39 to go? Coming hard up that way is Max Nickerson. He'll chase the chip into the corner. He'll draw a penalty. Yarmouth probably wants to give this puck to Bedford right now because it's not going to help them for the scrum in the corner. And that could be a penalty against Yarmouth with a check from behind. Everyone's falling. Everyone, the goaltender's in there as well. With 1:23, you're going to need a pretty big notebook to figure out everyone going to the box on this play. The initial penalty against Bedford will definitely be one that's called. You can be assured that there will be other people joining. Number 13, Ryan O'Donnell for Yarmouth, shown the gate right away, and not the penalty box gate, the leave the ice gate. And with 1:23, any offsetting penalties, they could be sending everybody off as a result of any of these. As the penalties, if they're offsetting, they would be in the box for the remainder of the game. The referees right now having a bit of a discussion. They want to make sure they know what happened and what they're going to call. Always a good idea, especially in a case where so many bodies were involved. It's nice to sit down and talk things over to make sure you get the call as correct as you can. Only 1:23 to go here in this game. Once again, we'd like to thank everyone for joining our continuing 4-day coverage of the 2016 Bantam AA Hockey Provincials, coming to you from the Yarmouth Mariner Center in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. Lots of games coming at you. Today, the biggest day. 7 games in total today. We started the day with Western Valley and South Shore with a 2-all draw. This game right now with Bedford ahead 3-1. Coming up the rest of the day, just to let you know while everything's being discussed, we've got Sackville versus Glace Bay at noon. Cape Breton County versus Western Valley at 2. Bedford versus South Shore at 4. The host Yarmouth Mariners versus Sackville at 6. And we close the day at 8 o'clock with Glace Bay Miners versus Cape Breton County, the Battle of Cape Breton. I'm sure there's some sort of cup involved for that. There usually is in a Battle of Cape Breton. Both penalty boxes are open. Once they actually get everything set aside and they make the announcement, I'm interested to know, because he was shown the gate right away, and from my vantage point, and I don't remember numbers, and we don't like to show replays of dangerous checks, but I wonder whether or not Ryan O'Donnell might have gotten charged with a checking from behind, and that could have been why he was sent. Now, I'm speculating. We're going to wait for the call from the officials to find out what actually happened. Referees going to both sides. The initial call was definitely a tripping penalty for Bedford. What the end result of the calls is going to be is anyone's guess. I'm going to quickly recap earlier games. Yesterday's games, we had 4 games with Cape Breton County leading things off with a 1-0 victory over these Bedford Blues. Sackville 7-4 over the South Shore Ice Sharks. Western Valley and Yarmouth with a 2-all draw. And ending the day, the Bedford came back from that earlier defeat to defeat Glace Bay 5-2. Those were Friday's games. I've already recapped what's happening today, Thursday's games. I've already recapped today's schedule on Friday. We also have 3 games and a skills competition coming to you on Saturday. And then, of course, on Sunday, a lot of excitement as it gets down to it. The 2 semifinal games, one at 8:30 and one at 10:30, and the championship game at 2 o'clock. 7 teams in this tournament. Each team plays 4 games in the round-robin portion of the tournament. From those 4 games, and points for and against, 2 points for a win, 1 point for a tie, and numerous tiebreakers for those that are tied after that. The teams will be seeded 1 through 7 at the end of that, with 1 versus 4 in the first semifinal. And 2 versus 3 in the second semifinal. Every point is important. Every goal is important. since you're not playing every single team, you're never sure how everything will actually turn out. All right, right now we have 6 minutes in penalties on the board for Yarmouth. And that's an additional 6, I guess. That sounds like a headshot and a couple other minors, potentially. Face off, finally we're underway. Puck goes behind the Bedford net, up along the boards, and that's Warner able to keep it in, loses an edge, but able to get back up. Bedford chases it into the Yarmouth zone. They've got the puck. Bedford going the other way. It's 4-on-4 hockey. Last minute right now. Yarmouth gets it. Gets to center ice. I'm still waiting for the announcements on the penalties. Yarmouth chasing the puck behind the net. It goes wide along. Just able to keep it in as Warner, but then unable to get it past that first Bedford winger. Coming back the other way is Goodick. Yarmouth has it. Fires it down the ice, just center. 30 seconds remaining in the game. Bedford just looking to lag this puck and have it. They're going to hang on to this. Burden with 2 for tripping. So we have 4 minutes for head contact, 2 minutes for head contact, and 2 minutes for boarding. This game about over. Looked like we might have had one more potentially dangerous play in the back of the net. Referees are going to be just as happy that this one's over. Our final score, Bedford Blues 3, Yarmouth Mariners 1. Where it's a bunch of 4-minute head contacts or 2-minute head contacts, I don't think there'll be any supplementary issues for the Yarmouth players involved in the brouhaha near the end with a minute and a half to go in the game. Once again, we'd like to thank everyone for joining us through our web stream through MC Media for the 2016 Bantam AA Provincials. Coming to you from the Yarmouth Mariner Center in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. Bedford once again with a 3-1 victory. Our next game scheduled coming to you at noon. Halifax team Sackville versus Cape Breton team Glace Bay. And we hope you can join you. Thanks once again for joining our continuing coverage of the Provincials. And we hope you can join us again soon.